just want to say welcome to everybody for our May virtual mixer for the Greater Eureka Chamber of Commerce. We're so happy that everybody was able to dodge a little bit out of this crazy wind. Even though it's absolutely beautiful outside, it has been a tad windy, but everybody has managed to be here and we're so happy to have everybody aboard. And with that, Donna, I am going to turn it right back over to you for your direct welcome.
Well,
Welcome.
I just want to welcome everybody, and this is such an exciting time. Many of you know I had a vacation, so I'm going to be more happy and happy, joy than I normally am. It's just great to see everybody, and I just want to welcome you to this mixer. We've got some really exciting news tonight, and there's lots of exciting news in the community. So for those of you that do have news and maybe normally wouldn't speak up, Cyril, I would like, Jeff, you know, these people that are normally just watching from a distance, I really want you to share some of the great things that are happening in our community right now. And I just want to, I'm going to put out a little bit of an ask. We have now accepted our applications, and we have 2 successful people to create our Flex Workspace e-commerce and online training program. This is super, super successful. One of those people you may know, and I haven't even told her yet, is our very own Sierra Spear-Dillon. So you're about to see the smile get even brighter on her face. So I wanted to just wait and stuff. And anyway, we all know how much Sierra is beloved at the Chamber, and for her to have this promotion is, we're really thrilled for her and know that she's going to work for all of our business community. And then we have Alex Woodard has accepted the position. He hasn't started yet. He's currently working for the county. So maybe they're not going to talk to me anymore. But he was on a contract with them that's coming up to an end. You may have seen him around doing the COVID minutes. He's worked with a number of places doing marketing, and as well, he has a journalist background. So we're going to have a rooster in the hen house, our first male employee in a very long time. So we are beyond excited about that, to have a man in the house to bring some class back to the chamber. And so look out for the programs that Sierra and Alex are going to prepare. They are going to be free to our community. We worked hard for that grant. I'm not going to bore you. We've talked about that over and over and over again in the last 8 months, 10 months that we've been applying for it, and in the hope of, well, it's now becoming a reality. So all we want to do is help our local businesses, show them how to elevate their businesses online and create online stores, work with reviews, make sure their website is working for them, and all the other exciting things that are beyond my understanding that Sierra is going to be able to create with Alex. So there's some good news. But then there's some sad news. We have to fill our position as the HQ coordinator. So if you know anybody that wants to work with us and work with our businesses as part of the chamber, that was a granted position, but we have been able to continue that with the support of our members in our community, our fundraising efforts, our premier members and our membership plus. Remember, we talked about it. If we get enough membership plus and premier members, we're going to be able to put on another full-time chamber staff member to work for you. Well, thank you. You are all amazing, and we've done it. So that position will be a chamber position for the next few months. It will be a granted position, then flow on. So if you know anybody that wants to work with us, this growing team of what will be 6 people at the chamber. I also want you to come in. Because we've grown, where we've now changed our vault into the vault, which is now a meeting room. It's cool. So you're going to see that next month at the mixer. I want you to all come through. You are going to be blown away. And it's all exciting. So I'm going to finish that there. I just want to thank you all. I want to give a special shout out to our Premier members. You have helped us grow, put on new stuff, create new programs, and incentivized us to really work for our community. And there are a number of you on here. Because it's only one page, I don't want to just single other people out and be known as that person. And so now I'd like to hand over to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Donna. And boy, oh boy, everybody knows things are changing very rapidly right now. And we actually have some exciting news. And to help me spread this wonderful, exciting chamber news is going to be on one of our newest ambassadors. And his name is Frank Nelson from Recology. And Frank is going to tell you about next month's June mixer, which is not going to be virtual.
Well, thank you for the warm intro, Chris. I appreciate it. So like Chris said, there's some really big news. It's a big change. Next month's event in June was actually going to be the first Greater Eureka Chamber of Commerce in-person mixer of 2021. So that's it. No matter how you spin it, it's big news. It's exciting that we get to see each other face to face at a distance. So a little more details here. Please join us on Thursday, June 17th at 5:30 p.m. for the All Eureka Chamber Mixer at the Chamber's downtown office located at 612 G Street. Again, that's going to be June 17th at 5 p.m. at the Chamber's downtown office at 612 G Street. To celebrate this first in-person event of the year, we're going to be providing space for members to highlight their business with your own booth. So members that are interested in having table space at the event, contact the Chamber office right away at 442-3738. I'll throw that out there again. The number's 442-3738, or email Susan at eurekachamber.com. Space is limited, so reserve yours right away. The special kickoff event will be held outside the chamber in the chamber parking lot area and will be in compliance with all of our public health guidelines. Look forward to seeing everybody.
Bravo. And thank you
That
very,
is
very
so
much.
exciting.
All right. Well, on that note, then I'm going to take it away right into our next big event coming up in July, which we have started to highlight a little bit, and we're now getting right into it. And it is going to be the Bear River Annual Charity Golf Tournament, which is going to be held on Friday, July 30th. So the Greater Eureka Chamber of Commerce is excited to be the recipient for 2021 of the Bear River Resort's annual charity golf tournament on Friday, July 30th at Redwood Empire Golf and Country Club in Fortuna. Registration opens at 8 a.m. with a 9:30 shotgun start. This golf tournament is a 4-person scramble with 21 teams maximum. So round up your team and start practicing your swing, because cash prizes and trophies will be awarded to the top 3 teams. You must register early to ensure a reserved spot. The entry fee for a team of 4 is $1,000, which includes 1 complimentary foursome and 2 carts, 2 drink coupons per player, inclusion on tournament advertisement and social media websites, and advertisement with provided high resolution logo. You can also be an event sponsor and a whole sponsor. So please contact the Chamber office for more information. Contact Donna or Susan or any of us as far as ambassadors, and we can get you to the right person. So looking forward for everybody. Here we go with our in-person events coming back. So congratulations to everybody in advance for being back on the scene.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell people, if that's an event you want to be a part of, Bear River are also bringing in their clients and it's a great way of building relationships. I've always loved golf for that. But I will say, just in the last couple of days, we've had a flurry of registrations. So please don't miss out. If there's groups of you that want to get together, it's another one of those things like Carol was just talking about when we were offline. People are just ready to all get together, and we've just noticed it in the last few days. So first of all, if you want a team, contact us in the next couple of days. I'm recommending. And for sponsors, they're filling up as well. So I always like being a sponsor because I get to see people.
Thank you for the update on that, Donna, and for adding to that, because I know there's just a lot and everything's changing so fast. It's been kind of hard to keep up with everything. But with that, I'm going to turn it over to Carol Crossley in regard to another fun event coming up all the way down a couple of months. So Carol, take it away.
Thanks, Chris. We, in the spirit of events getting back on the table, this is one of the coolest things the Chamber has done. We took the incredible Toast of the Town and made it more affordable. More people get to come. We're outside at a great place with tons of food. It is the Sunday Fun Day on September 12th. It will be at Old Growth Cellars. And there are so many cool things in the works that you need to be at the next mixer so you can learn more about it.
Fantastic. Thank you, Carol, for that update. We sure do appreciate it. And I know everybody's looking forward to all of the events coming up. And with that, Carol Climar, are you ready to do a prize?
I am. So our host tonight, we want to give a big hand to Mendenhall Studios and Linda Weiss. The first four are identically the same. This is an artist-inspired gift bag with a hand-blown glass ornament from Copious Glass, unique stickers by our local artists, cards and magnets from Mendenhall artist Rachel Schulater, and wine from Bryceland Vineyards. So we have 4 of these that we're going to give away. They're all the same. Chris, who is the winner of number 1?
The first person coming up on the random number generator is Michelle Norton. Is Michelle on the call? I don't believe I saw Michelle. All right, here we'll do another one.
Your odds are really good tonight.
Very, very good. Next up is Ryan Johnson. Is Ryan Johnson on the call? I didn't see Ryan. So next up is Devin Peel.
Devin's here.
Peel is our winner.
Woo!
Congratulations, Devin.
So our next one is exactly the same. Let's see who wins our second item from Mendenhall Studios and Bryceland Vineyards.
Is Emily Reinhardt on the call? I thought I Emily.
First one I've been to, so yay for me.
Oh, yay, Emily. Look at you.
So since I get a chance to talk, I'll tell you the event that's happening, Morris Graves. I finally got to put this big project that's behind me. It's up on display until the end of June. It's a 4x6. This is just one piece, 4x6 feet, charcoal on birchwood, and it's a triptych. So there's 2 others just like it inside one of the gallery spaces. And if you go there, you can take a wild guess and write down on a guest card of what 3 table locations coffee shops existed in that these pieces were made from. And you can win a mug that has a print of the art on it, and also then be in a raffle for 2 free gift cards to one of the coffee shops in Eureka.
Wow. Thanks, Emily. Emily's one of our newest members, and it's so exciting to see you here, Emily.
So we're going to do 2 more. Again, the gift basket from Mendenhall Studios and wine from Bryceland Vineyards. So Chris, who's number 3 winner?
Number 3 winner is Jess King from Coast Central Credit Union. Jess is the winner.
And remember, if you win an item, contact the chamber and make arrangements to go down and pick it up from the chamber. So we're going to do 1 more in this round, Chris, and let's see who number 4 is for one of these wonderful baskets.
Is Beth Doler on the call? I don't think I saw Beth. All right. Next up. Well, I know he's supposed to be on the call. Topher Reynolds, I believe, who is our guest speaker tonight. Is Topher on?
He's here with.
Topher's the winner.
Yeah, come here, Topher.
Congratulations.
Here's Topher. Here's Topher. Woo!
All right, I'll hand it back to you, Chris. We'll do some more later.
Okay, well, with that, Donna, I'm going to turn it back over to you. It's time for our new member spotlight.
Well, you know what, Chris? And I've said this so many times, usually in reference to things that I do. Nobody likes perfect. And I've done it again. I've forgotten something. And because I am so closely associated with Linda, she was just in the office today, and in our pre-brief, we were talking so much about Mendenhall and the wonderful artists down there. I forgot to introduce our guest speaker, and thank you, Carol, for preempting that and putting that back in my mind. Linda Wise, she is a board member. She's an artist herself. She also does work out of Rachel's studio down there. She's organized this today. She was the creator, the mastermind behind Art Biz. She's shared with us and brought to the chamber how important our artists are to our community. We felt that we knew. We felt that we were engaged. We thought that maybe the artists weren't engaging with us. But you know what? What we didn't do is we didn't speak their language. And I know that I can put a balance sheet together, but I cannot draw a stick creature. And Rachel, but I value and I love art. I wish I could just wander around my house at different pieces that we have here. Life would not be the same. Just because we've got a beautiful mural and beautiful art in our office doesn't mean that we have engaged enough with artists. And I just want to thank Linda for bringing that awareness to us as staff and the board and committees. So enough about that. I'm going to let Linda talk about what the wonderful work that they're doing down there and introduce our new members. I'm excited to say that we do have, a few new members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new members this month. And I just want to thank our committee, board, staff, and everybody that is bringing the message out that we're here to support our business community. First of all, Service Master by Chronic in Eureka. If you're on there, can you just wave and put something in the chat, because I'd love for you to talk about your business. Link Housing Project. I don't think there's probably a person that hasn't heard that name in the last couple of months, but I've had some wonderful meetings with them to learn more about what they're doing. And obviously we have a keen interest at the Chamber in supporting our members and our community. And so it's always great to have that information. C Street and Mendenhall Studios, they're our host tonight. Rachel Schluter Artwork, she is not new, she just didn't deliver her paperwork, so I just dissed on you there, Rachel, where are you? And we just love her, and she was part of Art Biz, and if you haven't met Rachel, she is just an amazing woman in herself. The Eureka Concert and Film Centre, which we all know more commonly as Eureka Theatre. Can you believe that they weren't currently a member, but they are now? It was something that they'd overlooked and we'd overlooked. As soon as we put 2 and 2 together, they got, oh my gosh, let's get fixed with that. And so we're looking to maybe do more events and promotion and assisting Eureka Theatre as they go through their next transition. The Humboldt Bay Company has come on as a premier member. They're looking to buy property here. Verum LLC, Energy Upgrade, California. You're going to hear a lot more of us. They have been members for a little while. And this was just us putting them on to make it more aware. We're now working with Energy Upgrade to bring more information to you on how businesses can save on their energy costs. So you're going to see us outside of our chamber hat, but still at chamber events, showing businesses and marketing those initiatives through Energy Upgrade California. And Copious Glass and Glass Garage, which we just heard just won the prize. our mixer host. I'm not going to talk about you again because I just told you, Linda is amazing. Rachel is amazing. The glass people want everybody down there at Mendenhall. So Linda, can you please share with us all the exciting stuff that we don't know about? Or we do and we need a refresher. Over to you,
You
Linda.
betcha. You betcha. You betcha. You know,
I love you.
I'm going to need Sierra's assistant. Thanks. I'm going to need Sierra's assistance with running the PowerPoint for me tonight. But I hope I can get a little picture of me in the corner. Thank you, Sierra. Well, that's okay. I've got a little picture of Donna in the corner. Do you guys see me?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm underwise. Most of the people see me with my Recology Humboldt County hat on. But tonight I'm going to be wearing my artist hat. And I'm going to be representing Mendenhall Studios because I know a lot of you have probably walked by Mendenhall Studios or C Street and wondered, what's up with that? So I'm going to be here to tell you all about it. Sierra, could you help me with the next slide? Mendenhall and C Street Studios are owned by Kathleen Krause, who has been a part of the art world with Assisting the Art World for a very, very long time. She, along with her good friend and ex-husband, Russ. The Mendenhall Studios, the studio spaces that they've been providing for since 1985 have been over at 215 C Street. A lot of people know that as the upstairs gallery. And oops, you've gone too fast. Could you go back, please? And it's been home to many of the local artists, like I see in there, Kathy O'Leary, Gus Clark, Regina Case, John King, and there's Stock Schluter, who's been a main character in developing these studio spaces for artists over the years. It's also in the building where there's another artist down there at the Sailor's Graves Tattoo, and it used to be home to the Accident Gallery and also to 2 Street Music, which was started by Russ Krause, the other half of the equation. But now the studio spaces belong to Kathleen. Now, many people don't know that, or know, just readily that art or creative businesses or occupations is just like any other work. There's a lot of tools involved. There's a lot of skill and training that people go through, and it's nice to have a place to go to work and to store your materials. So you need a lot of space to do that, as well as here locally is to sell your artwork. So C Street provided those spaces, and so it made sense to go into Mendenhall next. So that would be the next slide. And this building was originally built in 1956 and was owned by the Mendenhalls. This area here had originally been a place where there was a bus service back in the day before there was a Humboldt Transit Authority here, and they provided bus services that went through to the hinterlands before we became this big metropolis in Humboldt County and Eureka. So they provided transportation for that, taxi services. They also had limousine services that went to the airport, which is something that I hope we can get back because we're going to have a lot of travel to this area pretty soon. But that business closed in the 70s, and since then, Ann Mendenhall, who was the person who had the business at that time, closed it up, and she lived at the site. And I think a lot of people probably most recently remember the site as being the place the fenced-in place where you'd get a lot of geese yelling at you when you were on your way to Chicala or over to any other restaurants around here when you're going to Arts Alive. But she passed away somewhere around 2015 or so, and that area there, which was 4 buildings kind of connected together that all have open spaces out to a courtyard, was sitting vacant. And Russ Krause and Stock Schluter were walking by there one day, and they thought, man, it's a shame this vacant place is like this. This would be great artist spaces. Russ agreed, and he went back and brought the proposal to Kathleen. And so they all, having had really good experiences with arts in the past, decided to buy it and to create studio spaces. And so I'm going to show you a picture of Stock. The next slide, please. That's Stock Schluter, and many of you recognize him. He's a pretty prominent artist in the community. Most people know his paintings. You see a lot of it in businesses and banks and such. But he was one of the people that was instrumental with creating the studio spaces, both at C Street and the Krause property over in Mendenhall. Next slide, please. But it took a lot of work to change, a place that was like a shop into studio spaces. And there's Rachel Schluter cleaning up the old truck bays where they taxis and such in there, and it's trying to make them into studio spaces. And that's currently the current studio space where Rachel, myself, and Susan Ornelas. And if you're on to Susan, are located. We're primarily painters, but also within the area, within the studio space, we also have we have jewelers. There's Scott Mitchell. There's also a bunch of other painters like Jeff Hunter, Junior De Leon, Oren Hayshawn, Courtney Carnes, and Jeff Hunter. Courtney is also a jeweler. There are other artisans that you're going to be seeing pictures of while I'm talking further in this presentation that make other items such as purses and other things, purses and umbrellas. So you'll be seeing that. There's the Glass Garage, which you're going to be hearing about here in a minute from Topher. That's the home where Mario East, Marcus Walton, Eric Spinney, Chad Parker, Kim Trett, and Topher Reynolds reside. There's also some the cannabis tour here that comes out of this area, and also a bike rental place here that is run by D. Dalton. So they're reused bikes that people can rent and go throughout the community.
Stephanie Godfrey.
And there's Stephanie Godfrey is in there as well. So here's some photographs of just showing you what the fun things that happen out in Mendenhall Gallery. And while you're watching that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of art in Humboldt County. And most of you know that art in Humboldt County has been identified as an important thing for children, just in and being able to develop children, just for their mental health. It's also for social and civic importance to this area. But it's also it's a main economic driver. And the city of Eureka stated in one of their meetings in the last couple of years that the arts and arts-related occupations in the area bring in more money than the fishing industry. And so it's a huge economic driver here. And in the US, that is reflected in the United States as well. Did you know that art occupations in the United States make up 4.5% of the gross domestic product? And which is more than some other industries like construction and agriculture. But COVID has really done a number on the arts in the last year or so. And I was able to dig up a report that was done, interestingly enough, by FEMA and a national agency for the arts. And since COVID, 27% of musicians are now unemployed compared to prior times where it was 1.1%. And that's really difficult. We've had a loss of 2.3 million jobs in the United States in the arts. And that's hard on the artists because they're 3.5 times more likely to be self-employed. And so they would be depending on the revenue from the arts just from that. And they've had to be creative about how they make money, because a lot of times they do their own self-promotion, and that's an awful lot to do for yourself as an artist and a little business. So a lot of times they've also supplemented their incomes by getting jobs in the hospitality industry, and with those being closed, that's caused even more dismal economic impact on the arts community. And they're good at teaching people how to buy their art, but it has to be a person-to-person kind of transaction. So with the loss of Arts Alive and other public events, and also the fact that people don't have as much disposable income, it has really been very difficult. Just as a side note, I'd like to give people that are listening kind of like a tip on buying art. It is totally possible for everyone to buy art and own art, not for themselves personally, but also in the businesses. And this is true of all the artists that I know. They put their hearts and souls into their artwork, and it's extremely personal. And if they see somebody that comes and is looking at their artwork and they appreciate it and understand that what the artist has put into it, they want to see that these people have their artwork. And so they like to see people who respond to it. So a lot of times, you know, the artists are more likely to barter and also trade and also work on payment plans for people. So I want to tell you, if you go and you're looking at artwork and you are looking at, don't be scared off by the price tag. A lot of times the artist will work with you, especially if you like it, or if you tell an artist that you have a budget, tell them what that is, and they'll show you something within your price range. But since that, you know, it has been difficult on artists. So since COVID, we are really looking forward to the fact that we're able to come back to popping our heads out to the public again. So I'm here to tell you that we're looking to open Arts Alive in June. There's one of Topher's marbles, and we're being sponsored by Eureka Main Street. That's their brand name. And so we're going to do a limited Arts Alive, but in order to deal with the crowds that we know that have been dying to come out and see the art and come see us, we're going to be open at noon, so a little bit longer hours than normal, noon to 9 o'clock. And so we can deal with the crowds, and we're going to be open for 2 days. Oh, she said, no, we're not going to be open 2 days. She's telling me, Rachel's saying, we're going to have music. Yeah, we're going to have music, lots of entertainment. So there's a lot of things for people to enjoy while they're here. And you can see from the photographs here, we're pretty silly. You might see bubbles, you might see bubble, you might see fire dancers, you might see all kinds of things going on in there, or big-headed people. Anyway, but we're going to be open, and we're going to be observing safety protocols, and we'll be asking everybody to be wearing a mask, and we hope to see you out there. And pretty soon you're going to be hearing from Topher, who's a creator of these pickles that you see on the screen right now, talk about what he does and to further whet your appetite for the arts. So that's all for me. Oh, more. Oh, that's a Marnie bag. Oh, that's a beautiful bag. Here's Topher. Where my hat?
Greetings all. Thanks for inviting me part of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm excited about this and moving forward. I'm just going to spend a couple minutes kind of talking about a niche market that some of you may or may not be aware of. I've been a full-time glassblower for 15 years and a full-time marble maker for the last 10. And in my world, Humboldt County, and even more specifically, Eureka, is the center of the marble universe. We have more marble makers, collectors, and marble hunters, and more people who sort of are all about marbles in this area. And if you ask a contemporary marble collector anywhere in the world, if they know Humboldt County, they all know about Humboldt County. We host the biggest show on the planet. It's here. Normally we do it in February. Unfortunately, this last February we weren't able to, but in 2020 we were actually able to sneak it in right before COVID hit. We had 72 artists come in for the show from 18 different states, and we had 5,000 attendees, and the attendees ranged from 26 states. And these are all people that are coming in from out of the area, staying in hotels, eating in restaurants, buying marbles. There's, I don't have exact numbers on it, but there's a surprising amount of money that changes hands in the marble business just in the Eureka, Humboldt County area. I'd also like to point out within the guise of that is that we've become such a center for the marbles that there are artists moving to the area specifically to be a part of our marble scene. At my studio here in the Mendenhall complex, we have 3 different artists that have moved here relatively recently within the last year or two. And even some of the other ones that we've been here a little bit longer. We moved here kind of for the art scene and for the glass scene, and it kind of morphed into marbles after that. So just in moving forward, we're looking forward to things continuing to open up and expand. We're looking forward to, fingers crossed, being able to do our show at Redwood Acres in February and continue hosting the largest marble event on the planet and continuing to make Eureka the center of the marble universe. Thank you very much.
Topher, you are a rock star. I've met Topher in person when I was hanging out down there at Rachel's workspace. They're right next door, and I was blown away. I mean, obviously with Linda and Rachel and the other girls, Nancy, but with Topher, I was just like, "You say what?" Those guys are amazing. So get down there, Arts Alive.
All right. Well, Carol, are we ready to do a prize?
You know, I think we'll do a few more. So again, let's give a big hand to Mendenhall Studios for hosting this event. Thank you guys so very much. This is another one of their amazing art-inspired gift bags with the hand-blown ornaments from Copious Glass, unique stickers by local artists, cards and magnets from Mendenhall artist Rachel K. Schulter, and wine from Bryceland Vineyards. So let's see who won this one, Chris.
Is Kenneth Berry on the call? Kenneth Berry is up on the random number generator. Looks like no, so we'll generate again.
So if your name's called, just unmute yourself and yell out so we know you're here.
Sheila Bearden. Is Sheila Bearden on the call?
I am.
Fantastic. You won, Sheila.
I'm just letting you know, Chris, that Ken is here. And if anybody hasn't been down there to Humboldt Beer Works, sorry, I was on mute. I couldn't get myself off it quick enough. But Ken is amazing, and he's here with us tonight.
Okay,
well,
we'll give him the
because we have
prize.
one more gift basket from Mendenhall.
So
The only difference is instead of wine from Bryceland, it is Little River Gin from Humboldt Craft Spirits. So that is indeed what you won. Congratulations. And let's do number 7, shall we?
Let's do that. And number 7 is going to Emily Reinhardt.
So this is a one-night stay at the Benbow Historic Inn down in Southern Humboldt.
So I get to win twice tonight? You're muted, Donna.
So Chris, did Emily already win one?
I did win one earlier.
Yes, it did. I apologize for that. That's problem with the
So I
ramp.
shook my head. I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, you want to give it to me, I take it, but
buy a lottery ticket.
All right. So next up is Beth Doler. Beth Doler.
Is Beth here? No, I guess we're going to draw again. Remember, if you are here, unmute yourself and kind of call out so we know that you're here. Thank you.
Tom Jackson from Humboldt State University.
I didn't see Tom here. I didn't see him. He's going to be kicking himself when I meet with him on Tuesday.
Oh,
I could accept it on his behalf if you want.
Nate Adams. Is Nate Adams here?
I didn't see Nate on here.
Generate again.
Like I said, your chances are really good. There's 35 people on the call.
You know what? While Chris is looking up there, I've just noticed, like, normally we're having over 70. So I think people are really, this now is the right time to start getting together. I think people like Zoom, and I'm just looking forward to next year when Mendenhall is going to be able to host as well.
That's fantastic. How many of you were at their ribbon cutting several years ago when they had their big open house? That was absolutely phenomenal. I look forward to that again.
All right, the random number generator says Megan Rivera is the winner. Megan Rivera.
That's me.
Congratulations. So let's do one more for this. And remember, this is a great way to get your business name out there by providing some sort of gift certificate or gift. Just take it to the chamber and you'll get your name out there. So the next one is donated by Susie Smith Community Realty. This is a bottle of Cabernet and electric wine set that comes with an electric corkscrew, aerator, preserver, stoppers, and foil cutter. So you're all set up for opening that wine and keeping it nice and fresh. Chris, who has won this wonderful prize from Susie Smith and Community Realty?
The name, and I think she's going to be kicking herself, is Brittany Stuckey. And I know that Brittany got on the plane to go to Burbank yesterday because I saw her at the airport. So she's going to be kicking herself as well. So we'll try it again.
And poor Brittany's always at our mixes. Don't tell her, Sheila. She'll be heartbroken. She'd love that. I know.
Well, this is funny, but I'm the winner, so I'm going to disqualify myself and throw it back, and I'll generate again.
Oh, Chris.
And after this, we'll do one more in this set.
Frank Nelson is the next winner. Frank wins.
Frank, congratulations, Frank.
All right. Thank you, guys.
It's Frank.
Awesome. Christina was just saying that she had a electric wine opener in her Amazon shopping cart. So perfect. Thank you.
Fabulous. And the very last one for this set is donated by Blue Lake Casino Hotel. This is another gift basket donated by Blue Lake. It features a gift certificate to Alice's Steak and Sushi Restaurant, chocolate, coffee, and of course, coffee mugs. Thank you so much, Blue Lake, for donating. You're so generous.
And the winner is Jim Sessa from Coast Central Credit Union. I know Jim was on the call.
He's on here. I saw him.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Jimmy.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank
All
you,
right,
Chris.
back to you, Chris, and then we'll do the rest later on.
Okay. Well, with that, since we're doing the prizes, it's time now for the 30-second promotion. And up for that will be Devin Peel, who's going to handle the duties for that tonight. So Devin, I'll turn it over to you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I got my stop clock ready. So for all those new businesses out there and existing ones, we'd love for you to come on and talk about your business and give us all a little bit more information and let us know where to find you. That's most important. Okay. So now, we're going to raise some hands here. I've got some screens here. Gotcha. Oh, there we go. Cyril, my man. You're up.
Oh,
You're muted, Cyril.
Don't I tell you that Cyril's a very smart man?
How long do I have? 10 minutes? I tell you.
Oh man, I'm sort of thinking. I wish you had been last night. Just have a little bit because this is really exciting stuff, guys.
Okay, well, I hope you're seeing the screen of the Google Maps. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the library, HSU loves community activities that are incredible. We have students that do internships to decide what the heck do students need information about our area, because the biggest problem is they look around and they say, what's there to do here? It's the same tourist question that we have. What's there to do here? So what we've done is we ask for everyone's favorite places, and then we go and we Google map them and we put reviews in them. And it's super cool because then in the beaches, if you're looking for beaches that have dog parks, you look it up in Google and you find these spots. Now, the incredible thing about writing reviews and photos in Google Maps is they're incredibly discoverable in Google with near me searches, dog parks near me, mashed potato cones near me, or crepes near me. It finds everything. And it usually does it on the reviews. So I've been writing reviews, and so have students and others, to try to get our areas more visible. And I encourage you to do that. And I just wanted to share the news. And if there's anything you would like to learn about Google Maps, I'm happy to help. And thanks. I never knew a librarian would be doing Google Map reviews, but it's super fun.
You know what, Cyril, you're super cool. And what I would ask you, if you could write a review for the Eureka Chamber Business HQ, I will give you another 30 seconds next month.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. It looks like Carol had her hand up. Are you ready, Carol?
I am indeed. I'm just going to welcome you all down to Bentonville. It is an absolutely wonderful time of year to go down, nice and warm. Still water in the river, the swimming pool and the hot tub are opened. So come down, stay with us. The hotel's open, the dining room's open. We also have seating available on the patio there. So if you want to eat outside, you can. We'd love to have you come down. You can stay in the hotel, but if you're not aware, the KOA is also owned by the Benbow Historic Inn. So you can bring your tent down. You can rent a cabin in the KOA campground. You can bring your RV down, just hang out. We have basketball courts and all kinds of fun things to do. So come see us down in Southern Humboldt at the Benbow Historic Inn. Thanks.
Thank you, Carol. Next up, I saw Emily.
Hi.
Go ahead, you're up.
I do charcoal realistic portraiture. This is another one of them. And a couple of others that are, that's kind of hard to see because it kind of blotched it all out. But I also am doing a mural on a fence, on our house fence that's on Russ and Albee. And there's a squirrel that's almost life size. And I've been adding pieces of Humboldt County all right, between what we see here in the marshlands all the way up to the Trinity Alps. And it's been a slow going project because of all of the other art projects that I keep getting commissioned for in between. And plus, there's only summer weather available to paint on a fence. But every summer I tackle it a little bit more, and people have been extending their walks with their dogs and their kids to go past this fence just to see what new critter got added each weekend. So hopefully I'll be getting a lot more into it this week or this coming summer. And as I said before, this one is up. This and two others just like it are up in Morris Graves right now. And
will you let us know where you're located again if you said that already? Can you say that again?
Well, it's Russ and Albee is where the fence is. That's where the house is, but I do not have a gallery or a studio you can walk into because it is literally just one of the front bedrooms of the house. So you can find me on emilyreinhart.com or Facebook/EMR Art. And you can contact me anywhere through those two.
Thank you, Emily. Okay, looks like Linda and Topher are up again. Are you ready?
Hi, it's Linda Wise. I'm going to be putting on my Recology hat today. So Saturday at Samoa. Don't put this in your Google, you won't get there. 555 Vance, but it's like a mile south of the Samoa Cookhouse. You'll find Recology Recycling Center on Saturday around 9 o'clock until it's gone. We're going to be giving a free compost giveaway. So bring a truck, bring a bucket, bring whatever you can put your stuff in, but we're giving away free compost. We're doing this in conjunction with the city of Eureka and another organization that I can't remember, but we're going to be doing that and going to be showing people how to plant victory gardens and all those sort of things. There we go.
Thank you. We need anyone else? I think I saw a hand go up. No. Mr. Jeff. Jeff. Unmute yourself, sir.
Jeff Lamry, Sequoia Park Zoo Foundation. If you've been reading newspapers, you can't miss the fact that we've got a thing called the Redwood Skywalk, which is absolutely a fantastic adventure in the trees of Sequoia Park and right in the zoo grounds itself. So if you haven't been to the zoo, 3414 W Street, as part of your admission, you get to go on the Redwood Skywalk. We've had a few delays due to COVID and some wind. Our grand opening is scheduled for Friday, June 4th. And from then on, we should be open and going full speed ahead. That's just one of many things happening following the Skywalk building completion. We are going to start working on the bear and coyote exhibit, which will be right underneath the Skywalk. You'll be able to look down at the bears and smile at them and throw honey. No, you're not supposed to throw anything. But after that, we're going to work on other exhibits, including the Redwood Discovery Center, which is way down the road, but that's going to be a game changer for the zoo as well. So nothing is quiet at the zoo. We are going forward at full speed ahead. And of course, we love your money. We love donations, and we'll be asking, so brace yourself. So again, come see us at the Sequoia Park Zoo. Thank you.
Jeff,
Thank
could I
you,
just
Jeff.
ask a question there?
Yes.
You say that your grand opening's on the 4th. When will the public be able to enter?
Hopefully after the 4th.
Because I'm going to give you a news flash. I knew that my family, I think I announced here, my family and I are coming to do that for
Memorial
my
Day.
husband's. We became members. And I can tell you that I go to the zoo and I really didn't understand their membership. Are you still having members being able to come in and arrange a walk up there?
I think that program is over for now. So I think you're going to miss the Memorial Day event with your family.
Well, that's it. Keep me away from sharp knives and high buildings. Thank God.
You know, everything is fluid, so you may want to check, even though we have a grand opening, I think we may have some experiences before that. So give the zoo a call.
Nothing's ever set in concrete these days, so I will reach out. You know, you just never know. And I'm going to tell you that I was one of the party that, and is Gary Ogle still on here? Gary Ogle and I were at the fundraiser, and Gary purchased, I got some beautiful jewelry. Gary got a birthday party. And so we're going to be doing it when, Gary?
As soon as I can call the zoo and figure out when we can do it, but probably mid-June.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Book me in because I'm getting booked up quick. And I just say, I see Mickey Cardoza on there, and you've got some great news, and you haven't raised your hand yet, which is not like you, Mickey. I want you to tell us what's happening over there at what was, and I'm not going to spoil your thunder.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to see everybody. So yes, Mickey Moves actually merged with a different company called Corcoran Global Living. And it just gives us more. We're the same team, but we have more. We have more marketing, more reach worldwide, more support, more brain power. So it's super exciting. We are growing. So if you know anybody who's interested in a job in real estate, let us know. We'll be hiring some new staff as well. So watch for those ads. And I also wanted to give you a quick market update. So I was just looking up because I'm so blown away that the average sales price for April, I'm blown away. It was 499,000 last month. And that is up from 340,000 last year. So it's a huge increase in the local market. We are short inventory. So just know it's tough for those buyers out there because there's just not enough homes for sale. So if you know anybody, just let us know, we can help. But yeah, just super exciting news around town, and we're really, I'm just excited. Thanks.
That's great news. And I'm part of a housing group that's working together on the future of housing here in Humboldt. And I get updated weekly on this. And there was a point, I think like last week or the week before, there were less than 100 properties on the market.
Right.
Am I right there? Am I remembering that?
You are correct. And I can even tell you today how many, because it's—
How many's on there, Mickey?
It's, let's see, one second here. Quick search today, all active. There are 157 today. We did see a little uptick this last week.
As you'd expect at this time of the year, I'd imagine, because it's the spring. This is usually this is where the pointy end of business.
Right. It's our season, as they say. But it's just an inventory shortage, and it's actually worldwide. So if you're watching the news around the world on real estate, it's challenging for people who need housing. So anyway, my hearts go out to them. It's very competitive out there. And
was it at the LA Times, Mickey, and because this is a really important subject, and I'd love to have speakers on there when we're doing our podcast. So we would love to speak to the real estate industry and about the housing market and shortage houses, and abundance housing is a new group that's being formed here. Because we're doing our vodcast. We're on to our 4th one now, which is really exciting. But what I would love to hear is, was there an article that I read, was it the New York Times, the LA Times, somewhere, Washington Post, that Humboldt County was mentioned in one of these major that we are a hotspot. Where was that?
We are one of
Wall Street Journal.
The Wall Street, thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were
Jim.
13th.
13th in the nation for hottest, fastest growing market. And I'm telling you, it's a shift. It feels to me personally like a shift in some demographic of people coming in from out of the area. So new brains, new opportunities, I think. And of course, just being mindful. I think sometimes sellers get too excited and they still overprice. That's still a problem, right? So it's, but it's definitely a different time, and to be written up in the Wall Street Journal like that, like Jim Sessa just mentioned, that was pretty big news.
And these are the hot topics that we're trying to cover in our vodcast, because, as wonderful as our newspapers, radio, TV and stuff try to get the news out, you get 30-second sound bites. So we created a vodcast series so that our business community could learn more. And we're doing that in 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And, we've had a number of speakers now, and we want to really touch on these points on why Humboldt County is a hotspot and what we're looking forward to. We heard from Nordic Aqua Farms. We hearing about tourism and what's happening here with 5 destinations coming in and looking to be even more, and those destinations adding on more flights, and Chris can speak more to that. And then we're talking about our first broadband line coming through and landed here. We have the contract, Google buying land up in Arcata, another 4 broadband lines knocking at our door trying to buy that. HSU
the university changing
HSU being a polytech. Yeah, exactly, Mickey. Like, there is a lot of exciting stuff here that's happening. So if
true.
if you would like to be a speaker to a hot topic to get more information out, reach out, everybody, and be a speaker and bring that information to our members and our general community, in a great 30-second, and not just a podcast, but a vodcast. Mic drop. I'm going to be quiet now.
Thank you. It's great to see everybody.
Devin?
Okay. Hey, Devin, maybe I'll come in one last time here. Jim Sessa with Coast Central.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
And I just want to thank everybody in the local area. We recently did a rewards campaign with our credit card. We encouraged everyone to shop and dine at their local restaurants. And when we got the results for the month of April, we would typically do, we'll say $1.5 million, but we did over $5 million locally. So our members jumped up and earned themselves 600 points and put $5 million in the pocketbooks of our local restaurants. So thank you for supporting us.
What a great time for you to launch that, as there were incentives coming out and tax checks coming into the community, and for you to bring that incentive out to support and buy local, Jim, kudos to Coast Central. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff.
Okay, we've got a couple more. Looks like Stephanie has been waiting patiently. I'm gonna let you go ahead and jump in there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hopefully some of you felt the influx of business this last weekend with commencement happening at HSU. We were able to really safely have some really awesome in-person commencement ceremonies. It was a big collaboration with public health to make sure that everything was safe and we follow the protocol. So if any of you are having large events and you want some consulting, just give me a call. I think we jumped through every possible hoop. But like I said, hopefully hotel rooms and restaurants had a little extra business this last weekend. I put in the chat the link to the video if you want to see any of those. And then just also remember that we just graduated a whole set of alumni who are going to need jobs. So I also, in that chat, have the link to the Meet the Graduates, and you can see some of the folks and their majors and what they're graduating in, and perhaps they'll end up being applicants in your businesses. So thanks everybody, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Okay, more to Megan Rivera. Go ahead. You're up.
Hi, I'm Megan, and this is Craig, and we're the owners of Barham LLC here in Eureka, 3990 Broadway, inside Humboldt Motorsports. We offer commercial printing for product labels, stickers, banners, apparel, and graphic design. So you can come down to the shop. We're there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30. And you can also give us a call at 798-6324, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Barham Humboldt.
What a need in our community. Good on you guys. Thank you so much. I get called so often about where to refer to, and we always refer to chamber members.
Oh, awesome. We thank you so much.
Okay, seeing no more hands. No more hands. Chris?
I don't see anything either, Devin, so I'll take it back. Thank you very much, Devin, for taking care of that. I appreciate it.
Good job.
All right, Carol, are we ready to do a prize?
We are. We have 4 more prizes. Our first one is donated by Coast Central Credit Union. And once again, remember, this is a great way to get your name out there. So just get a gift to the chamber. They'll take it from there. This is a gift basket featuring wine, Dick Taylor chocolates, our local chocolatier, coffee, Humboldt hot sauce, glass cups, and a coffee mug. Let's see who won the Coast Central one.
Dalton Lee is our winner. I believe I saw Dalton earlier. Is Dalton still on the call?
Call your name out. Yep.
Dalton's
Here
here.
we are. All right, Dalton. And our next one, another company that generates or donates on a very regular basis, Redwood Capital Bank. This is a wood caricature board complete with serving bowls, cheese sticks, dips, and jams. Perfect for the weather that we're having. Redwood Capital Bank, thank you.
And the random number generator says it is Aubrey Balina, one of our newest chamber ambassadors.
Fabulous.
Oh my God, it looks amazing.
Congratulations, Aubrey. We have 2 to go. Next one is donated by Real Property Management Humboldt. This is a gift basket, again, with our local Dick Taylor chocolates, Humboldt Bay coffee, Casaro's catering vinaigrette, a coffee mug, and a coaster in a really cute little red basket. So who won Real Properties?
Light. Stephen Light is our winner. Is Stephen on the call?
He's not. He was on here earlier, but he's not. Oh, I'm going to eat that chocolate tomorrow.
They have such wonderful chocolate.
Our next winner is Claudia Johnson. And I believe I saw Claudia.
Claudia. Congratulations, Claudia.
Oh, we love Claudia. You know, Claudia, and a lot of members don't know this. Claudia is an individual member at $65 a year. You can still be engaged with the chamber, enjoy what's going on, and learn about our business community. And everybody knows Claudia is beloved by the chamber.
Absolutely. And our very last one is donated by Humboldt State University Foundation. This is an HSU sweatshirt and, of course, an HSU chocolate bar. Thank you, Humboldt State University Foundation, for donating. You guys, once again, there are several of you that always donate, and we truly, truly appreciate it.
All right. It looks like our winner is Jeff Lemery. Jeff winning tonight.
All right, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Which Jeff was that? I thought he was banned.
Jeff Lemery.
Oh.
The zoo guy.
The zoo guy.
I told you we took your name out. I lied.
Yeah, I know. You sure waited a long time.
This dude is the luckiest dude ever. Good on you, Jeff.
Thank you all.
Well, with that, I think we're done. Correct, Carol? All done.
Yep, just remember to call the chamber if you won one of these gifts. Schedule a time to pick it up. Hopefully within a week. Thank you.
Or it can't guarantee to be there. Am I on mute? No?
No, you're not, and you're up for closing remarks, Donna.
I just want to thank everybody to come to what may be our very last Zoom mixer. I mean, it's been wonderful because we've had speakers, but I'm so looking forward to be in person, and for the chamber and our board to be able to host that for us and to invite our chamber members to be a part of that, to promote their business in person as the very first one. I'm super excited and very proud to do that. Please be safe, come have a raffle item. We're actually going to sell raffle tickets next month to start raising some more money to be able to do more programs at the Chamber. I want to thank you all tonight. I want to thank our hosts and our guest speakers, and I want to thank you all for engaging. I want you to look at our newsletter, our website, our social media pages, tag us into your social media posts, and so that we can share them in our stories. Also share things to Humboldt General Store if you're selling stuff. That's a way that we don't lose value on our own website, but we've created another platform for you to promote your businesses. And we share stuff at the Chamber, but you can certainly share stuff yourself. We love you all. I just saw Lisa Carell there for the first time, Blue Lake. Lisa, I love you. It was great to see you in person the other day, and I didn't see you there earlier. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We do put this on our website, so if you want to share this within your businesses, I'd appreciate that. And
good night, everybody.